All right. Hi, everyone. My name is Hershey. I am the president of the Global Mobility Club. Thank you guys all for joining, listening in to this video. We're holding our Spring 2025 case study info session. So yeah, let's get right into it. All right, so we're going to be going over a little bit about the case study, the timeline, your deliverables, as well as a few tips. Okay, so the topic for the case study is going to be global optimization using data analytics. So don't worry too much if you don't have experience in like data analytics or even like global business or something like that. We will be providing you guiding questions on the prompt that should help shape your solutions, your answers, and kind of guide you in figuring out where to start your research and what you're really trying to answer. Okay, so don't worry too much if you haven't had prior experience with this topic. All right, so it is going to be 3 rounds. The second round is going to have a mentorship speed dating. So if you make it to the second round, we will connect you with a mentor from a company. In previous semesters, we've had mentors from Deloitte, from Echo Software, Microsoft. So yeah, we're going to connect you with a mentor who will help you with your presentations, will help you with your research and understanding what is happening within the industry to help you shape your answers. All right, so for the third round, if you make it to the third round, you are going to present at them. So this is a word you're probably going to hear a lot throughout this case study. FEM stands for Forum for Expatriate Management, and it is a 2-day conference that happens in Dallas. They're going to have it at the Warwick Melrose Hotel in Dallas on May 14th, and it is a very prestigious conference. So if you make it there, you're going to be able to present to a large audience of industry professionals and get to connect with them. And if you make it, if you're a finalist, you will be invited to their drink reception afterwards. So that's your chance to connect with all the different companies that are there. You may have seen on our flyer a few of the companies that will be attending. So yeah, that's our goal for you to make it to the third round. All right, so let's keep going. So as for the timeline, we are starting February, at the end of February, and registration closes February 28th. So please make sure if you haven't already, register your team, register yourself. If you know anybody that's interested, have them register as well. And then March 3rd is the official start date to the case study. So we're going to be emailing out the prompts to your team lead. So make sure that they stay on top of it. They should get the email. Round 1 submissions are going to be due March 14th at 11:59 p.m. We're going to share more details on where to submit this, but they are due 11:59 p.m. on March 14th. And then March 24th, we have spring break, and then when you come back is going to be when round 2 begins on March 24th, okay? And between March 24th and April 25th for round 2 is when we're going to have the speed mentoring. We'll let you know more about those details once we get closer to the date. And yeah, so then April 25th, they're going to have like a month for round 2. And then April 25th will be round 2 virtual submissions. So that's when it's due. So by April 25th. Between April 25th and May 14th for the third round, we're going to connect you again with a mentor. And this is when your mentor will probably start talking about how we should really mold your presentation to prepare you guys for FEN on the 14th of May. Okay? All right. So as for your deliverables for round 1, that are due March 14th, you're going to be presenting your PowerPoint slides as well as a 10 to 15 minute video with your team presenting together. You are going to email it to this email here, which is my email. I'll be forwarding all your submissions to the judges and make sure to have that by 11:59 p.m. So the top teams will then be announced on March 21st. We're going to email your team lead with those results. Another point is that 10 to 15 minute video for round 1, but for the rounds following, we are going to cap it at 10 minutes, right? So if you, and within round 1, if you have, a little bit more extra content, that's fine if it goes up to 15 minutes, but Do remember for round two and round three, it is going to be capped at 10 minutes. And then for round three, you're going to have a 10-minute presentation with a 5-minute Q&A. So please do keep that in mind. Okay, so a few tips for anybody whose first time it is doing a case study, or maybe this is, your second or third time doing case study. Well, this will just be a review for you. But a few tips here is that when you're approaching a case, we suggest that you learn to dissect the prompt, right? Oftentimes we find that students, get caught up in all the research and often forget what they're trying to even answer, what the question is, what the prompt is asking. So make sure as a team you go together and learn how to dissect the prompt, understand what it's asking you for, read it carefully. Another thing is a great place to start is researching what are the current issues, current trends related to the topic, right? What are the gaps that we see? That's a great place to start. And I think it'll also set your team up for success because at the end of the day, you're presenting this to industry professionals who work on topics like this every day, right, within their career. So if you're going to give them a solution, make sure that it works within the current trends right now, right? So that's a great place to start. Another thing is to make sure that your solution is feasible, right? So we want to develop practical solutions, and look at maybe what the cost will be, what the scope is, how much time you're going to have, what resources you need. So at the end of your project, look at developing those practical solutions. All right, so in terms of collaboration and when you're sitting down with your team, we suggest that you start your meeting off with objectives, right? So what do we want to accomplish in this meeting? And by the end of it, write down your deliverables, especially like for each student within the team. What should each person get done by the next time we meet? I think that's a great way to organize your time and make the most out of it within your meetings. We also recommend having a shared drive or a brainstorm idea doc where everybody can just dump their ideas. And of course, one central place to go to for your case study. And also make sure that you know everyone's part, understanding what everyone is accomplishing, what you're accomplishing, and so that your team is on the same page. All right, for the presentations, we really, really ask you guys to make sure that you're using short bullet points to not memorize your points, but to memorize or to understand your concept, right? What are you trying to convey? So please, please don't try to memorize all your words. If you make it to the third round, you're not going to have a script in front of you. You're going to have to really present your ideas, right? Based off of your slides. So try to understand the points and not memorize the words. For speaking tips, make sure you're projecting your voice, have eye contact, look engaged throughout, and make sure you're acknowledging and thanking people's questions, right? That's a great way to connect with your audience and kind of get them on your side. So yeah, so with that, we are at the end of our info session. I know this is a little bit informal for info sessions, but we like to make sure that everybody can get the information that they need. I know everyone has a very busy schedule, so please don't feel like you guys can't ask us questions. The GMC team is here for you. We want to answer all the questions you have, so please do contact us at this email and we'll respond to you guys ASAP. So best of luck, make sure to register, and we'll stay in contact soon. All right, thank you.